Well, our business editor, Xolani Mbanjwa, joins us now. Good afternoon to you. Xolani, I know a very busy day. You've been rushing to Pretoria, you've been rushing back. What this really means is that South Africans once again are poorer and that few of us have jobs.
And this was before the lockdown, the April, March, May and June lockdown. Numbers that when it comes to GDP contraction, you can expect 25% according to Investec. And, it's commensurate with what's been happening around the world. It's not as bad as some economists had actually put the figure at between 2.5% and 3.5%. Not bad at a 2% contraction. But still, if you look at some of the sectors in there, like mining, down 21%, that tells you a lot. And when you look at finance as well, contributing 0.8% in this GDP data. But what type of finance? Is it people taking out more loans? Is it people going into overdraft, becoming more indebted? So really, it's not actually a good picture at all, considering that, this was particularly before the lockdown. Nobody knows actually what the second quarter is going to look like, but we are sure that it's not going to be a good one.
This is literally the trailer for the horror movie to come, right? In a world before the lockdown, this is how bad it is.
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to me about this phrase. I don't quite understand it. Gross capital formation. This is important in these numbers, right? It means something bad is going to happen in the longer run.
Yeah, it's fixed investments, investing in physical things that you can actually see. It's those fixed investments, and that too was a huge decline of 20%. Fixed investments being down that much, consumer, spending 0.7%, contribution is 0.7%. higher, nothing much to rave home about there, even though at the tail end of the first quarter we saw people panic buying. It would not have had enough, impact on this data. But yes, investments, what we actually have been talking about and what we need, they are down 20%. That's a huge, huge number. One that even for me still needs to be explained, because yes, business confidence has been down, consumer confidence has been down, investor confidence has been down pre-COVID-19. There's been, policy uncertainty about what the country actually wants to do about the land debate, the mining issue. But 20% is a huge number, considering that we are not even in the second quarter yet.
Okay, and then, Xolani, I do need to just put this to you as well. Even though this was before the lockdowns, some of our major trading partners had lockdown. So there's sort of pre-knock-on effects.
Yes, yeah, definitely. That's why you had China, where you actually had we actually export a lot of agriculture and some mining, minerals to China, and there was a lockdown there. There's been a lockdown in India and others. So definitely, with our trading partners and the UK as well, there will be an impact, and this is what we see, and we're going to actually see as well in the second quarter.
Xolani Mbanjwa, thanks very much indeed. Brave man.